Hi and welcome back to Warframe. Today we're going to have a look at the Braton Prime, one people keep asking me about. A bit like they did the Vipers, but that's why we did the Vipers first. Now, the base damage of this is, well, it's crap. But then again, the Braton is a weapon you start off with, so the status chance isn't that bad. The magazines, being a prime weapon, is higher. The fire rate's really nice. The accuracy's nice. When it comes to the damage, the slash is low, the puncture is low, and impact is practically non-existent. With the way I have this modded, it goes up, but not that much. The magazine goes up to 75, I haven't got a crit build on this weapon. Fire rate has gone up to 14, accuracy stays the same, slash damage has gone through the roof, the puncture's gone through the roof. Impact can, if you can fit an impact mod to this. But I've had this modded this way for so long now, I do keep playing with it, but this is just the setup we're using at the minute, and it does seem to be a bit better than it was before. There is other ways of doing this that will give you a lot more damage though. Now, when it comes to the mods for this, we do have the maceration in there. We've also polarized it, what is that, 5 times? So there's 3 V's and 2 of whatever you want to call that, the dash. I keep wanting to call it a slash, but it's not, it's a dash. Now, being a weapon that you've got to get from void missions, I think it's on tower defense at the minute. They keep moving them around, so that could change. It was a bit of a letdown. One of the first mods you've got to put in is the fire rate here, because once you start using it, the fire rate does seem a bit low for something that's 8 point something. So that has to go in there. The ammo, it's not really not necessary, but it does help a hell of a lot. Magazine capacity, if you're going to increase the fire rate, the magazine capacity has to go as well. Otherwise, you're just constantly going to be reloading. Then we have added magazine capacity. This is the only reason Wildfire is actually on here. Otherwise, this would also have no elements on it. We have the Sawtooth clip, which adds the slash damage. That was a pig to find. So that adds extra slash damage because the highest number on this was slash damage. Then obviously piercing hits. It did increase it a little bit, but not a heap load, but being the second highest number, and this being you can phrase it however much you want, it is a fairly low damage weapon. So increasing the damage there helped a hell of a lot. Plus, when I first got this, armor 2.0 wasn't on, so that was on there anyway, because it was armor puncture, armor damage, or whatever you want to call it. And then we topped it off with, obviously, serration went on there, which is why we formatted it for that. Then split chamber, which is also a 15 for the shotgun. I did say it wasn't, but I could have sworn this was a 14. No, it's a 15, so it becomes an 8 when in here. It does help a little bit if we take it off. Putting this back in is going to be a bit pain. You see, it almost halves all the damage. So having that in there does help a hell of a lot. But finding it amongst all this crap is a pain in the butt. There it is. Go back in. And I mean, you can add the impact damage to this instead of the, let's say, the wildfire mod. So it literally just increases the base damage. But having an element on there does help a little bit. And as I say, this is only there because with the fire rate being up, the magazine being up twice, you will use the ammo up fairly quickly on this. So the ammo mutation, it just goes well because you can use the rifle for much longer. And I've pretty much started fitting that to all major weapons I use. Because if I'm using the pistols, I can keep them going for longer. Only on the Vipers though, for some reason. But when it comes to the rifles, I've started fitting this to a lot of them, just because it helps a hell of a lot. Now, when it comes to the damage of this thing, it is really nice. We've got hundreds. I mean, I do have people telling me they're getting 200s and all sorts from this. That will make this weapon insane. Soma level insane. But These are guys are level 16 and they just melt before this thing. I do like it a hell of a lot. It probably is my main weapon. It's replaced the heck. Because until I got this, we were using the heck a hell of a lot. But they did ruin the heck. But the fire rate is much better. As long as you don't just spam fire. Damn it. The accuracy is much better. Because obviously if you're spamming fire, then you're going to waste bullets. As you can see, it's converting ammo all the time to rifle ammo, which means it's keeping within ammo. Which obviously helps a hell of a lot as well. The damage is nice. The multi-shot comes into play a hell of a lot. Because if we take it off, it's just pretty much useless. Because the fire rate is so high, the multi-shot does work a lot better than if we'd left it lower. Now, wasn't there a guy here before? The best you got? Yeah. Shielded guys suck. But yeah, with that, at least the setup I have for now, because it will probably change over time. It does do a nice bit of damage for... You've got to remember, this is a Braton. This is the kind of weapon you start off with. It's not meant to be taken to the higher levels. You can also set the other Bratons up exactly the same as this, and they won't do the same kind of damage. There'll be little things that are slightly different, but it gets close to being the same. But I do love this weapon a hell of a lot. This is one of the main reasons you don't see us using half of the new weapons, because we use this, because we've spent so long leveling this up, and it's nice to be able to turn around and say, after 1,000 hours of playing this game, I'm still using a Braton. So we'll leave that off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.